You watch 100 Mile Drive, and this is a part 2 of the video, and there's a Porsche there. All right, and I'm gonna drive Lexus RX 500h on the Twisty Roads and see what is so special about Lexus RX 500h and specifically about the direct force system. I'm gonna talk about it. All right, let's go. There you are, going on the Twisty Road, and I'm gonna put the car in the sport mode. There you have it, let's go. Little wheel spin. Synthetic sound. We don't hear turbo that much. Or maybe that's the turbo sound is just electrified turbo. Oh, it's in the manual transmission. That's what it was. Okay, I'm in D now. I was like, why is it not shifting? All right, we're good. Now I'm gonna take the first corner. There's a light range, so can go faster. Anyway, we're not going really fast either way. All right, first corner. So one thing immediately I want to say about this car, that it does feel the weight. This car is heavy, but nevertheless, actually after driving it on the Twisty Roads, all right, there's a biker, we're slowing down more. What I was surprised is how planted and stable this car is overall. All right, in the corner here. Now, first thing I can say about Direct 4, what I feel, and I guess that's part of it, is how responsive the throttle is. Basically, I press on it, it quickly downshifts, and it moves. This car really moves pretty well. And now another corner, another corner. So the only thing that really kind of, I feel a downer in this car is the tires. These are all-season tires, 235 front and rear. If this car could have wider tires, then certainly it would benefit. Like, you could take it to higher speed. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to hit the limit, and then you can see the car start sliding a little bit. I'm obviously not going fast, but I could take it to the limit pretty easily. I can feel this car. The good news though, you don't feel any kind of dancing around. You don't feel shifting the weight. It does lean because it's a soft suspension, but then it stays pretty stable in the corner. And now the issue is the tires. Like I said, the tires will start to slip. So if you could have like a wider, like a BMW type 275s or 305s in the rear, I think, and then the summer tires, like performance tires, this car would do much better. Like, you could take it to higher speed. And of course, you kind of want to have like a 40 maybe thickness, so there's more, they're kind of firmer. So they're a little firmer in the corner, and that'll increase the limit of this car for sure. Otherwise, another thing I see with the Direct 4, I guess, which I'm supposed to see is, it controls every wheel right in the corner. And do I see that? I can't really tell, to be honest with you. I know it stays pretty planted. It doesn't dance around. It doesn't shake. The platform is pretty stable. That's a good thing. The biggest thing I see is the responsiveness. This car is responsive to the throttle. How do the brakes feel? Feel okay. They're not super strong, but they stop this car pretty well. There is a slight shift forward. This probably has to do, they explained this about the Direct 4 as well, that you might see a little bit shift, and then it'll start controlling the speed of all the wheels. So I do see that, and I wish it was flatter through the corners in the braking. And as well as acceleration, like from get-go, when you accelerate, it has a wheel spin, slight wheel spin, and then it's fine. So I don't know if I like that or not. it's heavy. It's understeer, yeah. It's heavy. Actually, I mean, it does pretty well because it's predictable and it grips really well. So there you have it. I just finished driving Lexus RX 500h on the Twisty Roads, and this completes me driving it in the city, highway, and Twisty Roads. And here are my final thoughts. Overall, this car is tuned for comfort. Now, I expected the F Sport badge will give it some, sportier suspension that'll feel firmer on the road, maybe wider wheels. But basically, from what I'm seeing, the way they designed this car, their philosophy is that they focus on technology, drivetrain technology. They were able to basically take conventional 4-cylinder engine, the turbo engine, which is torquey, pair it with the 6-speed automatic transmission because they want to deliver this luxury experience, not the droney CVT transmission, and combine with 2 electric motors and the ECU system that manages what's called Direct 4 to be able to basically provide this responsive drivetrain. And how does it feel on the road exactly? Well, the car feels definitely responsive. There's not really that much turbo lag. It's not laggy, it's pretty responsive. There is a synthetic sound that they added. You don't hear turbos as much as you hear this synthetic sound coming through the speakers. It almost feels like there's a note from the LFA Lexus. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. So nevertheless, it's a pretty good overall car. If you are the type of a person who wants comfort, then certainly you're not gonna lose any traits of comfort in this car because it is comfortable. It has hints of performance, although it's not a driver's car. A lot of the things are kind of numb in this car. And they're kind of taken in the future, right? This car is in the transition from a traditional gasoline car into the electric car. But the way it's designed, it delivers it pretty well. So my final feel score for this car is 8 out of 10. I do think and feel there should be a trim that'll offer bigger, wider tires and maybe air suspension or a firmer suspension. And I think this car would feel much more planted. The biggest issue I see is also a weight in this car. When I was cornering, I explained that this car does feel the weight. Of course, it has 2 electric motors, right? So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. And finally, yes, I would pay $12,000 for this car over the RX 350h because I did like this whole technology blend. I did like what they did with this car. So let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next video.